Long, long ago, in a certain place, there lived an old man and an old woman. Every day, the old man went to the mountains to cut brushwood, and the old woman went to the river to do the washing. One day, as the old woman was busily washing by the river, a great big peach came floating down from upstream. Don Buracoko, Suckoko. My, what a splendid peach. I'll take it home as a gift for the old man. She reached out, but the peach was too far and she could not reach it. So the old woman sang, "The water over there is bitter, the water over here is sweet," and clapped her hands. Then the peach again came floating Don Buracoko, Suckoko, right up in front of the old woman. Beaming with joy, the old woman picked up the peach, put it in her wash tub, and lugged it home. Heave-ho, heave-ho. In the evening, the old man came home from the mountain with brushwood on his back. "I have something wonderful," said the old woman, and brought the great peach from the cupboard. As the old man held the peach in both hands and gazed at it, the peach split with a pop into two, and with a lusty wah-wah, a darling baby boy sprang out full of life. "Surely the gods have granted us this child," they said, and overjoyed, the two lifted the baby in their arms. And because he was born from inside a peach, they named the child Momotaro. Momotaro grew and grew, far bigger than ordinary children and astonishingly strong. No one in the neighborhood could match him. When Momotaro turned 15, a man who had wandered the far islands came and told a strange tale. Far, far across the sea lies Ogre Island, where wicked ogres guard stolen treasures in an iron castle, he said. Hearing this, Momotaro stepped before the old man and said, "Please grant me leave for a while. I'm going to go to Ogre Island and subdue the ogres." The old man and old woman set out a great mortar in the garden and pounded the finest millet dumplings in all Japan. Pintarakoko, Pintarakoko. Momotaro put on a warrior's surcoat, thrust a sword in his sash, hung a pouch of millet dumplings at his side, and took up a war fan painted with a peach. "Well then, father, mother, I am off," said Momotaro, and bowed politely. "Take care, and do not get hurt." The old man and old woman stood at the gate and watched after him on and on. When Momotaro reached the top of a mountain, a dog came running from the grass with a bow-wow and asked, "Where are you going?" "To Ogre Island to subdue the ogres." "What is at your waist?" "The finest millet dumplings in Japan." "Give me one, and I will come with you." The dog received a dumpling and joined him. In the forest a monkey, and on the plain a pheasant crying kin, kin. Each likewise received a dumpling and became his retainers. With the dog, the monkey, and the pheasant, 3 fine retainers, Momotaro pressed on, more spirited than ever. At last they came to a broad seashore, where a boat lay conveniently moored. Momotaro and his 3 retainers quickly climbed aboard. The dog became the rower, the monkey the steersman, and the pheasant the lookout at the prow. Over the deep blue sea the boat sped like a flying arrow, until the pheasant cried, "There, there, an island." Ogre Island grew near before their eyes, and at the iron gate the figures of ogre sentries could be seen on guard. Momotaro, with the dog and monkey, leaped lightly from the boat onto the shore. The startled ogre sentries fled inside and shut the iron gate fast. The dog pounded on the gate. The pheasant swooped from the roof and pecked at the ogre's eyes, and the monkey scaled the wall and opened the gate from within. With a great war cry, they charged in, and the ogre chief came at them with a host of ogres, swinging iron clubs. But pecked in the eyes by the pheasant, bitten on the shins by the dog, and clawed in the face by the monkey, the ogres at last surrendered. Even the ogre chief, who fought to the last, was pinned by Momotaro and begged, "I surrender, spare my life, and I will give you every one of my treasures." The ogre chief brought out the magic straw, cloak, and hat, the lucky mallet, the wish-granting jewel, and the most precious treasures in the world, heaped like a mountain on a cart. Momotaro loaded up all the treasure, boarded the boat again with his 3 retainers, and soon reached the land of Japan. The old man and old woman, waiting at home, were beside themselves with joy to see Momotaro return drawing the treasure. The sky cleared bright and blue, and in the garden the cherry blossoms bloomed in glorious profusion. And so, happily ever after,